Hello, my name is Anastasia. I'm co-founder of Gravity Mind. Today I'm gonna share with you some information about nail boards. We will do a mini yoga, some breath work, and we will meditate on nails together today. You will need a yoga mat, your nail boards, and optionally some socks for the practice. And let me share some information with you. First, nail boards is an acupressure device for meditation and recovery. It's originated in India about 2000 years ago, and it was known as sadhu nail boards or bed of nails. It works on the principles of acupressure and reflexology. So according to Chinese and Ayurveda medicine, there is thousands of energy and pressure points on our feet and the palms of our hands that connect the entire body to inner organs, to our nervous system. And according to Western science, we have thousands of nerve endings on the soles of our feet that are connected to the whole nervous system. And there is also fascia lines that also connects the entire body together physically and also emotionally, transmitting all the neurological pathways and signals. So by standing on the nail boards, you stimulate the physical body as well as regulate your nervous system and your emotions and thoughts. So there is two types of benefits of the nail boards. One is physical. On a physical level, nail boards help to improve blood circulation, release any tension in the muscles in the body, and release endorphins. Endorphins is body's natural hormones that are painkillers, mood boosters, and they also start self-healing process in the body if there is any injuries that body recovers from. But I think it's the mental benefits that made nail boards very popular in Eastern Europe in the last maybe 5 years. And I think the nail boards are priceless, that it trains the mind to stay calm, present, and centered in the middle of any storm. So you can choose the way you respond to any external stressor. So our nail boards, they are handcrafted in Los Angeles, and we use only natural materials over high quality natural wood, rose quartz stone in the middle of our engraving, and we use 100% copper nails. Copper has antibacterial properties by itself, so you don't really need to even clean or sanitize them because it already does it naturally. And if you take one nail, you can see it goes up and down. That's because inside each board there is a rubber cushion installed underneath all the nails. So that's what makes the boards dynamic. So when you step on the nail boards with your feet, the nails take the shape of your foot to stimulate all the points on your feet. Also, I want to share with you some safety guidelines. Nail boards are totally safe, and I will answer probably the most common question. No, nail boards will not puncture your skin if it's used correctly and carefully. So when you place your foot in the middle of each board and distribute your weight on the entire foot, the weight is distributed evenly among many points. That's why it is safe and it's not going to puncture the feet. However, that's the reason you shouldn't jump on or off when you're trying to get on or to get off from the nail boards, because placing all the weight on one nail or on one toe is not safe, and we don't want to do that. So all the weight on the entire foot, slowly, gradually coming on and off with the support or with control. Also, the practice is not recommended for people who are currently on menstrual cycle or who are pregnant. Also for anyone with cuts or wounds on the body that are still healing. Anyone with a fever or any acute disease, please first consult your doctor if you're not sure. Also, I want to mention, please never get your nail boards wet because they're made from natural materials and wood is more sensitive to moisture. So please take care of it and keep it dry. Also, try to use nail boards on the non-slippery surface like yoga mat. That's ideal, so that to prevent the slipping off the board. And also, always close the boards right after the practice because we want to avoid anyone accidentally running into them. Ouch! I've done that myself. So please, as soon as you get off, close them before you even get into meditation. So never leave your nail boards open, laying around. And also, I want to talk about socks and a barefoot option. We personally in our company suggest and invite all their beginners to try first with the socks on because acupressure happens with or without socks anyway, but socks will allow you to understand how the practice works because it's about 30% less sharp sensation, but you still will go through entirely the same process. It's just going to be a little bit more gradual, like about 20-30%, I would say. So that will allow you to explore how it feels, how to connect to your breath, and how to control your response to sensations. Also, I would say, in my experience and opinion, that 10 minutes with socks on is a lot more valuable because you can understand how to overcome threshold of sensations and see what's beyond the pain versus 1 minute or couple minutes barefoot and never exploring beyond the threshold of sensation or pain. So I invite you to give it a try, especially if you never experienced the dissolving of the pain. So please explore both options. And once the socks on becomes too easy, I think that is the perfect time to switch to barefoot practice because you already will feel confident and calm and safe and have experience with breath work and all the techniques that I will share with you today. I think that's all information I wanted to share with you. So next we're gonna move on to short yoga practice to prepare and warm up the body, so it's not so sudden to feel stimulation. So I invite you to close the eyes with me, get into a comfortable seat, feel your seat bones on the floor. You can rest your hands on your knees, become aware of your body, become aware of your breath. Just arriving onto your mat. I invite you to do 3 Om sounds together. You can keep your hands on your knees or bring the palms touch in front of your chest. And we'll do 3 Oms together to open the practice. Inhale for Om. One more, inhale. And the last one, inhale. Gently place your hands on your knees. You can keep your eyes closed or gently open them. We'll take a couple rounds of rolls with your neck. So bring your chest toward your chin first and slowly roll your head all around. Let's do 3 circles in one direction. Going slowly, feeling any little gentle pops and cracks in the neck, releasing any tension. down. When your chin comes to chest next, reverse the direction. And 3 circles in the opposite way. Slowing down in the places where there is tension, go gently and slow. When you finish, come back to a center, and next we'll come to a kneeling position. Tuck your toes and sit with your hips above your heels to stretch the backs of your soles, because we're gonna work with them today. And put your hands in lock and do couple circles in one direction. Anytime if it's gonna be too much for your toes, you can either lift your hips slightly higher to reduce pressure, or if it's really sensitive and intense for you, maybe untucking the toes and just stay in a kneel position. Reverse the circle for your wrists. Flex your hands forward. Bring your hands above the head, big stretch like in the morning, and bring your hands by the sides down. Lean forward onto your arms and tap the tops of your feet on the mat. And let's come into a tabletop position. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and let's do a couple cat-cows. On an inhale, arch your back, chin and tailbone to the sky. Exhale, round your back like a cat. Try to move with your breath. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Allow yourself to make loud noise on the exhale. We'll use it later as well. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Couple more on your own with the breath. Coming into a child's pose, bring your hips above your heels, lower your forehead to the ground, arms stretching forward in front of you. From here, couple circles with the hips above the knees. Let's go in one direction for 3 times. Same thing, very gently warming up the joints in the hips and in the knees. Slowing down in places that are tight, also releasing any popping sounds. And reverse the direction. Couple circles in the opposite way. This should feel really good on your hips and the lower back. From here, coming into a child pose for a breath. On the next inhale, come into a down dog. It's your first down dog of the practice, so generously bend your knees, paddle your feet 1 foot at a time. Feeling the gentle stretch, no need to push it too far yet. On the next inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward into a forward fold. Hands can be on your shins or on the floor. Please do bend your knees. It's more important to have your spine straight and bring the stomach to touch your thighs than to have the knees straight. So bend your knees first, come closer with your stomach toward your thighs, and then try to gently straighten in your knees. From here, inhale, halfway lift, hands on the shins, crown reaching forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up, reach up, arms up, palms touch. Exhale, arms in front of your chest. On the inhale, come into Tadasana, hands hips width apart, hands by your sides, legs engaged. Pull your navel in, ribs tucked, sending the energy through the fingertips into the floor, feeling grounded, strong and rooted in this mountain pose. And we'll come into the floor. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come into a plank. Firmly press your hands into the floor. Engage your stomach. Feel the gravity pulling you down. And when you're ready, on the exhale with control, come down. Inhale, come up into a cobra. Press the tops of your feet into the ground. Engage your core. Lift your chest up. And little weight or no weight on your hands. And on the next exhale, push yourself into a down dog. Paddle your feet a couple times. Inhale, lift right leg up. Look forward, step between your arms. Place the left foot parallel to the back of the mat first. Then windmill your arms into a warrior two. From the middle of your heart, sending the energy through the tips of your fingers in one straight line in opposite direction, gazing toward your right middle finger. The outside of your back leg is pressing down, core is engaged. Coming into a side angle, right elbow on the right thigh, left arm reaching up and forward. Gaze toward the sky. Bring your chest open, left shoulder open toward the sky. And next exhale, reversed warrior. Bring the right arm up and backward. Left arm can support you on your left thigh or under your knee. Please avoid your knee. You don't want to put any pressure. Inhale onto the right side of your ribs. Feel the stretch. Exhale, come back into warrior two. Straighten both knees. Shorten your stance a little bit. Reach forward with the right hand as much as possible. Left hip shifting toward the back side. And when you're ready, tilt your arms into a triangle. Right arm can be on your right shin, or if it's available, you can bring it down onto the floor. Opening the left shoulder toward the sky, bringing the gaze up. If it's too much for your neck, you can look down. The outer edge of your left foot pressing down into the floor, rooting yourself through the both legs. At the same time, sending the energy through the left hand toward the sky. On the next exhale, reverse triangle. Left arm on the mat next to your right foot. Right arm toward the sky. Gentle twist in your spine and a stretch in your legs. Next exhale, come into a wide-legged forward fold. Feet are parallel to each other. You can place your arms slightly in front of you or in one line with your feet. Try to keep your spine straight. Gently bringing your head down toward the floor. Feeling the stretch on the back sides of both legs while keeping the spine straight. Then bring both arms, hold on to the left ankle and gently pull yourself toward your left leg. Guide yourself with your hands, and the same thing on the right side. Hold yourself toward your right leg. Pull yourself with your arms gently in. Come back with your hands in the middle of a mat. Bend your left knee and bring your hips above your left heel. Right knee straight, right toes pointing up toward the sky. Your left heel might not come to the ground, and that's totally fine. You can have your hands on the floor in front of you. But if there is stability and flexibility, you can also place the left arm out slightly outside your mat on the floor. Right arm reaching toward the sky. Or you can also come into a bind as an option to also stretch your shoulders. Whichever position you're in, let's switch to the other side. Bring your hips above your right heel, left knee straight, left toes pointing up toward the sky. Hands can be in front of you. Right heel doesn't have to come down to the floor. You can stay where you are. Hands on the floor is totally perfect. Or come into the same variation that you did on the other side. Open arms. Or the bind behind your right leg. Bringing the gaze back and up toward the sky. From here, gently guide yourself into a lunge first. And prepare yourself for pigeon, placing the right leg, the shin parallel to the front of your mat. Back like a straight, toes untucked. Support yourself with the arms first. Tall spine, and then come into a forearms first. You can totally stay here. This is already perfect position. Or if there is flexibility that allows you to go further today, you can bring your forehead onto the pillow of your arms toward the floor. With each exhale, relaxing a little deeper. We'll take a couple breaths here in this pose. And on the next inhale, gently come up to support yourself with the hands first. Then tuck your back toe first, lift your left knee up, and then come into a down dog. Pedal your feet again, come into a stillness in the dog. Again, you can generously bend your knees to allow your spine to be straight. Trying to rotate your armpits toward each other, pressing the index and the thumb, index finger and the thumb into the floor so the arms are active to protect your wrists and be grounded through your feet and through your arms as well. Next inhale, look up. Exhale, step forward into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up, arms up. Exhale, arms in front of your chest. Arms by your side. You can close your eyes for a moment in that mountain pose. Feel grounded through the feet. And we'll go for second side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step into a plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower down. And on next exhale, come into a down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Look up, step between your arms. Bring your right foot to the floor parallel to the back of the mat. Windmill your arms into warrior two on the other side. Sending the energy in one straight line through both fingertips in the opposite direction. Head growing toward the sky. Rooted through both feet equally. Engaging your core, feeling powerful in this peaceful warrior pose. And then left elbow on the left thigh, right arm coming up and forward into a side angle. Trying to draw one straight diagonal line from the right foot to the right fingertips toward the sky. Next exhale, reverse warrior. Left arm coming up and backwards, stretching the left side of our body. The right hand supports you on the thigh or on the ankle. Please avoid your knee. Next exhale, coming and meeting into warrior two first. Then straighten both legs, shorten your stance. Reach forward as much as you can. Then tilt your arms into a triangle. Right hand reaching toward the sky, opening right shoulder toward the back, so your chest is striving toward the sky. Next exhale, reverse triangle, right hand on the floor next to your left foot. Left arm comes up toward the sky. And next exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Bringing yourself with both arms toward your left leg first, holding on to your ankle. And then the same thing to the other side, pulling on yourself gently. Then let's bend your left knee, sit above your left heel. If that's available, the heel can be up, or if it's available, you can bring it down. Hands on the floor, open variation, or the bind behind the left leg here as well. And switch sides. Help yourself to shift weight onto the other side. Left knee straight, left toes pointing toward the sky. Hold yourself, both hands on the floor, or you can come into an open position with your arms, or into a bind behind your right leg. Help yourself with your arms to come into a low lunge first, then bring your shin down parallel to the front of the mat. Left foot is on tuck and left foot is straight. First, support yourself with both arms, spine straight. Lower yourself onto your forearms first. And if it's available, you can lower down onto the floor. Place your forehead on the pillow from your palms for a couple breaths here. Releasing any tension. And when you're ready, you can gently start coming up the same way. Support yourself onto your arms first. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee up, and coming into a down dog. Paddle your feet, come into a stillness of a dog, generously bending the legs and then trying to straighten them. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up with straight back, arms up, palms touch. Exhale, bring the palms in front of your chest. Open your arms, come into Tadasana for a closing moment. Feeling fully grounded through your feet. Fingertips sending energy toward the earth, engaging the core, tucking the lower ribs in, growing our crown up toward the sky. And you can gently open your eyes and come into a seated position. We are done with our yoga warm-up. I'm definitely warm recording this here in Bali. I hope you're feeling warm as well. Next, we're gonna do a short breath work to prepare the mind and train it to connect and stay focused on the breath. We're gonna do Kapalabhati breath, which is a breath of fire. It's sharp exhales with your stomach, pulling the navel in, and inhale happens automatically. Do it both through your nose, inhale and exhale. If your nose is blocked, there is an option. You can do it today through your mouth, but the proper version is to do it through your nose. So it looks something like this. So we're gonna do it for about 30 times. And after 30 sharp exhales, you're gonna exhale fully and hold. And when you can't hold any longer, or at least 10 seconds, inhale and hold. And that's one round. And we will do 3 rounds together. So come into a comfortable seated position. Hands can be on your knees or on your stomach. I like to have them on my stomach to remind myself to breathe with the stomach, not with my chest for this time. Gently close your eyes so you can watch me. And when you're ready, we'll begin. Sharp exhales with your stomach 30 times. Exhale and hold. Inhale and hold. And exhale all the air out. Couple normal breaths here for a break. And that was one round. We'll do 2 more rounds together. When you're ready, you can close your eyes to go more inward. Now that you know what to do, have your hands on the knees or stomach, and when you're ready, begin. Exhale and hold. Inhale and hold. And release. We'll do last round together. So whenever you're ready, you can close your eyes, have your hands on the stomach or knees, and begin. Exhale and hold. Inhale and hold. And release. Gently open your eyes. This is a time where you should put your socks on. Again, I highly recommend for you to learn it with socks to understand the practice. Open your boards, place them in front of you, like an inch or two apart. Place your arms onto the boards to introduce the sensation into the body. It's also a good time to close your eyes and set the intention for the practice. Since acupressure on the nail boards is quite challenging and intense practice, it's always good to dedicate it to some goal you're working toward in your life right now, so it can motivate you in a challenging time on the nail boards. And the opposite, you can apply what you will learn on the nail boards later in your life toward that goal. So think of anything that might be challenging in your life right now. It can be a goal, a personal quality, a thought pattern, emotions or thoughts that you want to release, any relationships that you want to work on, including with yourself. Usually the first thought that comes up is the best one, so accept it as the valid one to work with today. And you can gently open your eyes once you have your intention set. I will guide you through several techniques that might help you to go through challenging sensation and go beyond the threshold of sensations on the nail boards and discover what's beyond them. The point of the nail boards is not to endure the pain, but to dissolve sensations with long exhalations. Long exhalations help to relax all the muscles in the body and calms the nervous system. So we're going to exhale through the mouth, loud ha sound. That helps to release all the tension. And I'll guide you also through a couple of techniques that might be helpful when you feel the intensity of the nail boards. So when you're ready, come into a standing. I'll face you so you can see. And either gently with control, or you can support in front of you of your friend or a chair, something you can lean on so you don't jump or do abrupt movements on the nail boards. But in any way, place your foot in the middle of the board, toes widely spread. Don't clench your foot. The more tense you are, the more intense sensations you will feel, which is unnecessary tension. And gently, with control, no jumping, place a second foot on the boards, also wide in the middle. You can have the hands by your side in Tadasana like we did in yoga, or you can place one hand on the stomach, one hand on your chest, maybe closing the eyes or maybe watching me for the first time, connecting with your breath. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, ha sound. Let's do a couple more. Inhale, exhale. Try to elongate your each exhale. Inhale, long exhale. I find that Om sound is the most helpful to the most people at this moment, so I invite you to do several Om sounds together. Inhale for Om. Om. Relax your shoulders and hips. Inhale for Om. Don't lock your knees. Knees can be soft. Inhale. Coming back to regular breath. There is another tool that you can try to use when the stillness become too challenging. You can do upper part of sun salutation. Inhale, palms up, palms touch. Exhale, bring them down in front of you and exhale. Inhale, palms up by your sides, palms touch. Exhale, bring the palms down. Move with your breath. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, bring the palms down. Loud ha sound, exhale. Inhale, palms up. Gather all the fresh air and energy. Exhale, all the tension out. Inhale, fresh air. Exhale, all the heat from the body. One more, inhale. Exhale, bring the palms down. Remind yourself of your intention. Relax the whole body. Try to visualize yourself in the middle of that situation, facing that person, situation, emotion, or thoughts. And try to relax your shoulders, hips, and feet first. Inhale. Exhale, ha sound. Allow yourself to release with sound. Inhale. Let it go. And the last one, relax the whole body. Try to visualize yourself in that situation, fully relaxed body, focused entirely on the exhale, releasing any tension of that situation. Inhale. Inhale through the crown of your head. Exhale through the feet into the earth. Sending down all the tension and any stress in the body. Releasing it into the earth through the feet. Remind yourself to relax your shoulders, hips, and feet. Those are the places that tend to get tense first in any stressful situation. So reminding your body it's safe to relax. There is longevity in softness. We can go further. We can stay more clear and centered when we're relaxed under any external pressure. I am fully aware of the pressure, but I choose to stay relaxed. I am aware of discomfort, but I choose to focus on my exhale. You can get back at any moment to any of the tools that I shared with you. If sensations are rising, back up. By now they should become unmanageable, where you can choose to place your attention on your heartbeat underneath your palm, on sensations of your inhale, your chest and belly rising, on sensation of warm exhale, leaving your body and releasing all the tension. Coming back to Om sounds if they were useful. Sun salutations if the movement is serving you better than stillness in the moment. Or staying still. Remind yourself to unclench your hips, your shoulders. your feet. Taking one breath in at a time, one breath out. Nothing exists for right now beside your own exhales. One more suggestion: instead of coming out of the boards when sensations are difficult, I suggest you come up into a sun salutation and exhale, come into forward fold. You can bend your knees generously, support yourself with fingertips on the floor, releasing a little bit of weight from your feet this way, but not moving your feet, staying in the same position, having a little break, catching up with your breath, coming back into a present moment. When you're ready, halfway lift, hands on your shins. Exhale, forward fold, bend knees, and slowly come up, back up, arms up, exhale, arms down, coming back into a standing position, taking a break in the forward fold whenever you need, but prolonging the practice. The longer you stay, the more you can explore your mind, your body. Feel the body-mind connection and how breath is the bridge between the two. The more we activate the body, the more silent the mind will become. Once sensation become unmanageable or slowly begin to disappear, right about this time or a little later maybe, you become your own guide. Listen to your body, what feels best for you to do, to stay in stillness and silence. Do any of the movements we have discussed here today or any other that feels good and safe. And also listen to your body whenever you feel like the practice is over for today. We recommend that at least 1 minute of practice is a good start, so you can explore to be with what is, with discomfort for at least 1 minute, and trying to find a little space between sensation and reaction, and slowly increasing that space using your long exhales and relaxing the 3 main points on the body: shoulders, hips, and feet. And gradually you can increase the time every day by 30 seconds, a minute, and slowly increase it to about 10-15 minutes a day is the optimal practice. The pain will definitely become manageable and disappear by then. You will have a good meditation session as well with that. And in general, you can stay up to an hour, but an hour is a deep meditation and deep acupressure, and most of teachers suggested once a week. But 10 minutes, 15 minutes you can do every day. In the morning, it will help you to wake up and rise your energy, to be fully centered and connected, unshakable in your presence, non-distracted in your focus, your priorities of the day in your life. Or you can do it in the evening to release the tension before going to bed, especially if you had a long hike or been on your feet all day, and you know how they pulsating with the almost pain, you know, from being on your feet all day. In that case, even short meditation on nail boards will help to release all of that discomfort, and all pain will go away because the circulation will be balanced again throughout the whole body. So I highly recommend you to try the evening and morning practice, see which one feels good for you. Start with 1 minute, slowly increase. And always listen to your body. Every day is different. Even for me, I've been practicing for 3 years at the moment. Every day is different because we eat differently, sleep, stress level, schedule, all those things influence how the body feels today. So one day it might be very easy, another day it might be challenging. So be kind to yourself, listen to your body. If the body is sensitive and the practice more challenging today, please try use socks. Lean on support. You can hold support in front of you of a table or chair for entire time of a practice. You can do shorter practice instead of skipping. You can even place your hands and maybe move your feet like marching in one place, just to introduce the sensations. And the more you practice, the more resilient your body will become, the stronger your stamina will be physically and mentally. And hopefully with time you can start noticing how this practice will start rooting into your daily life as well, where you will become more resilient to any stressors, physical, emotional, mental. Relationships with yourself and others hopefully will also be affected in a good way, where you can be more kind, more tolerant, choose your own reaction, choose kindness, choose loving way to treat yourself and others. All right, so for today, I feel like that's a good way to end the practice here. But for that, you gently come out the same way, either with support of table or chair, or with control if you're comfortable, just same way, 1 foot at a time, no jumping off neither. Your feet will be sensitive right after, so please come into a sitting next to your boards to allow your feet to readjust. As we discussed, you can either place your hands on the boards for a minute to introduce sensations and balance, and then gently always close the boards right after practice. That's number one and maybe the only main safety rule for the boards. Always close them before further meditation. Come into a comfortable seat, close your eyes for a couple minutes, have your hands on your knees. Notice sensations in your body. Bring attention to your feet. Notice if there is any tingling, vibration in your feet. Maybe it's rising through the body, up your spine. Maybe it stays in your feet. Try to feel your blood circulation pulsating, circulating through entire body. Try to sense your own heartbeat. Connecting to your breath once again. Notice if there is any difference in the state of your mind before you started the practice and right now. Bringing into your attention your intention, your goal for this practice. See if there is any lessons, tactics, or insights you have found during practice on the nail boards today that you can apply in your life toward that intention or goal that you have set. Thanking yourself for choosing to spend time for yourself, to care for yourself, explore your body and mind connection. Thanking the body for all that it is and for all the work that it does. Bringing the palms in front of your chest. Bowing slightly forward as a sign of gratitude toward yourself for showing up, toward all the people who share the knowledge of yoga, health, and body, mind, wellness. I see myself in you. Namaste. Thank you. Gently open your eyes. I hope you have enjoyed the practice. If you have any question, please reach out to us. Gravity Mind boards on the Instagram or gravity-mind.com on our website. We're always happy to hear from you. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.